What's up, nerds? So, I just got done watching the movie on Netflix called Cuties. And I thought, everybody else is making a video, I might as well make mine and everything. And I'm going to talk about that in this review and everything. But I just want to say, before I get started, let me pull up my notes, because I didn't do that. I'll edit this out. But I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is doing their annual old account cleanse and bot purge, and I just ask that you please like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So let's get started on this review. So a new film by French director Manuana de Corey. I'm saying that wrong. I apologize. I don't know how to read French very well. And the poster depicting scantily clad 11-year-old children posing seductively caused quite the stir on the internets. Now, before I get into my review, I just want to say I know a lot of people didn't actually watch the movie. They were just quick to post a video about how bad it is. And let me just say right now, it's worse. I sat down and watched this movie, and I'm just going to say that the depravity of this film is ridiculous. I mean, it's off the charts. Now, they did win an award at the Sundance Film Festival for directing, but let me just be honest with you. Who gives a shit? Now, like I said before, a lot of people rush to make videos because certain clips made their way online when the movie dropped. But I wanted to review this movie myself and see if it was as bad as everyone says it is. And like I said, it's worse. I also want to say that I am not a Republican or a right-winger to say, but a lot of people have been pointed out that this is some kind of right-wing conspiracy to get this movie shut down. And for me, that is not the case. I just want to say that I'm a moderate, so I'm not trying to shut this movie down, and I'll talk about Netflix in a little bit about the whole thing. I'm just talking about the movie itself. Now, the themes of this film are why over-sexualization of children are bad. And that is the actual theme of the film. Now, the honest question to be asked about the film is when you cross the line, and this has been a long debated question in film, but when you cross the line between depiction and exploitation. And within the first few minutes of the movie, the message that people are using to defend this film is so ham-fisted and not subtle at all. Because after watching this movie, everyone who criticized the movie understands how bad it is. For example, one scene, and I will put these clips up as I'm talking about these scenes, and I just want to say that if you don't like watching softcore child porn, then you might want to stop the video now. But like I said, I'm going to get into these examples. Example number one scene features one of the 11-year-old girls gyrating and slapping each other on the butts as the camera constantly zooms in and out of their genitals and their butts. And that's the part where Ami, who's the main character of this film, she joins Cuties and she's showing them these moves that will set them ahead of the competition at this dance contest that they want to go for. And she's teaching, her friend and everything, and then she's teaching the rest of the girls, how to move their butts and all this, and grab their finger in their mouth like that. And that's what's going to set them above the competition, and they're going to win. Now, another scene shows Ami in her underwear thrusting while she is laying on the floor. And, I mean, yeah, it's just, it's so crazy. She's going all in. Anyways, now all these scenes have close-ups of these girls' genitals and their butts. I mean, they're not naked when they do it, but it's just the way that there's one scene where the girls are dancing on the stairs, on these stairs in public, and they're just constantly zooming in on their buttocks and their vaginas, and it is insane. Like, I don't understand it. It's a music video, basically, but with children, and it's so weird. It's so weird. I was uncomfortable watching this movie. In another scene, they get caught by 2 security guards and they start dancing for 2 grown men. And one of them is for sure a pedophile because he is looking at them like they are a snack, and it is ridiculous. He's just like all into it, and I just, gross. Anyways, in another scene, Ami pulls down her pants and takes a picture of her crotch and posts it online. What kind of nonsense is this? I mean, it was just, man, I'll tell you what. So all of this is culminating to the end of the movie where the girls had their dance performance at the dance show or whatnot, the competition. And there was a clip that's only like a minute 40 that made it online. And this clip is actually like 3 minutes long, the actual scene and everything. And the dancing in this scene is highly sexualized, and true to form, there are, of course, zooming in on the crotch and the buttocks, and it's ridiculous. Like, I don't, and people are like, oh, but there's people booing in the crowd. I'm like, what the f*** does that have to do with anything? Who cares about that? You are zooming in on this stuff, and it is so crazy. There's so much close-ups of children's crotches in this movie. It's crazy. Now, I don't know if this is a commentary on child exploitation. Well, it is. I said that before. But it for sure is child exploitation. And you have to remember throughout this entire movie, it is that the characters and the actors that play them are 11 years old at the time of filming. Now, the director of this film may have had good intentions, but the fact remains that people that watch this will totally think that these little girls are doing, dressing, and acting only the way that adults should. Now, I get it. No filmmaker wants to come out and admit that they made a gratuitous movie about children, but that is what this director has done. Now, I know there has been a lot of talk about boycotting Netflix with people canceling their memberships, but I just want to throw out there that we have to remember that Netflix didn't make this movie. They're just distributing it. And can fault them for distributing what I think is softcore child porn. It's ridiculous. And I think a lot of the times people get lost in what they think is art. And they don't realize how inappropriate it is. Like I said before, a lot of artists and critics get lost in pushing the envelope, and Cuties, apparently, it's supposed to be a commentary on the over-sexualization of society. But I think the important thing to remember is, hey, you can have a movie about that, but you don't actually have to show it. You could tastefully kind of hint at it, but I think Cuties wants to have its cake and eat it too. Cuties wants to say how horrible that over-sexualization is, but yet still benefit from showing that over-sexualization. And I think that that is the problem with this movie. So in conclusion, Cuties is not a good movie. It's not a good movie in the sense that I think that Menaluna Decore, I don't know if I'm saying her, I know I'm not saying her name right. I think that, like I said before, she wanted to push the envelope. Like I said before, she wanted to ask the question that was debated, but when do you cross the line between depiction and exploitation? And I said it before, earlier in this review, that this is exploitation. It's a commentary on exploitation or the sexualization of children, but this director is exploiting that sexualization of children. And, you know, and a lot of critics were like, you owe this director an apology. And I think this director owes us an apology. And so does Netflix for defending it. So, tell me, did you guys see Cuties? Did you like Cuties? If you did, you're a big weirdo. What did you guys think of it? You can leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next review. You guys have a good day. Bye.